Welcome, students, to today's lesson about identifying triangles by their sides. Before we begin the lesson, make sure you have your math notebook and a pencil ready. All right, how do we identify triangles by their side? Well, there are three ways we can identify a triangle by its side. Either a triangle has 3 equal sides, 2 equal sides, or no equal sides. And we have 3 names for those: equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. Notice that this triangle here, how long are the sides of this triangle? Do you notice here? Here's one side, here's another side, and the third side. How long are those sides? Take a look at this triangle here. What do you notice about the sides of this triangle? Take a look at these sides and look at this third side. What do you notice about the sides of this triangle? How many sides are the same? Take a look at this last triangle. How long are the sides of this triangle? What do you notice about them? We identify triangles by the lengths of their sides and how many sides are equal. The first triangle we're going to look at is an equilateral triangle. So in your math notebook, on that next clean page, make sure the top is labeled to identify triangles by side. And this first triangle here is called an equilateral triangle. What do you notice about the equilateral triangle? Take a look at the sides. You might notice that all of the sides are 200 units long. All 3 sides are equal. All 3 angles are equal too, but for now we're just looking at the sides. In your math notebook, I would like you to draw a triangle who has sides that are all equal. If you're using a ruler, you might make each side a few inches long, but make sure they're all exactly the same. If you're using a straight edge, just choose some length that you can repeat 3 times. All 3 sides are equal. Make sure you have your triangle labeled equilateral. And what do you notice about this word equilateral? Are there any parts of this word that you recognize? How about this part? What part is that? What does that part of the word mean? Equa means the same. Equal means the same. This part of the word here, the second part of the word, lateral, means line or side. So the name of this triangle literally means equal sides. All right. Next here we have an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle has, well, let's take a look at it. What do you notice about the sides here? This side here is 28. This side is 28. This side is 124. What do you notice about those sides? Well, this is actually mislabeled. These are Engle lengths here or measures, but you'll notice that the 2 sides of a triangle are equal and one side is much longer. We call this an isosceles triangle. Isosceles means 2 equal sides. Make sure that you have a drawing, a sketch of an isosceles triangle and this term here, isosceles, in your notes. And last, we have a scalene triangle. What do you notice about the scalene triangle? Take a look at the sides of a scalene triangle here. What do you notice about those 3 sides? None of them are equal. Scalene means odd or unequal. Make sure you have this labeled in your math notebook. No equal sides, no equal angles. For this week's work, the first work I'm going to have you do is to practice. So for practice this week, you have a series of triangles here and a series of labels and definitions. You need to match your definitions with your labels. For example, equal sides here. That would be this one here. Equal sides. Which type of triangle has all 3 equal sides? That would be an equilateral triangle. And you'll pull the triangles over here and slide them over to figure out which category they'll go into. So take a look at the sides of these triangles. Do they have all equal sides, all no equal sides, or are two of the sides equal? Match them up. When you're done, submit your finished work in Schoology. There's also an iExcel that's part of this. When you're done, I'd like you to please submit your notes from this lesson showing that you've written down the definitions. Please submit this work here, so categorizing the triangles by how many sides are equal. And there's an iExcel as well that I'd like you to practice this week. Have fun with this. Let me know if you have any questions.